Then you lower your hips. Lower your chest onto the mat. Lower your forehead down. And just breathe into your nose and out through your nose. Lift your forehead and your chest, lift your hips. Walk your knees in so your knees are hip width apart. Bring your toes onto that block. And take your hips all the way up to the sky. If you're in a downward dog, you press your feet onto that block. You should feel that stretch in your calves. Now lower to plank. Lower your right knee on the block. Right knee onto the mat. Leave your left toes on the block. Just press those left toes down. Take that right knee back on off the mat, and you bring your right toes onto the block. You lower to plank and you bring your left knee down and keep your right toes pressed on that block. Back up to downward dog. You lower to plank. Lower your knees, untuck your toes and bring the tops of your feet onto that block. Hips back, chest to thighs, forehead down. Up to hands and knees, tuck your toes, up to downward dog. This time look forward, you're going to bring your right foot forward. Keep your left toes on that block. Take your arms up. Arms facing. Chest forward, lift your left leg off that block. Arms behind you, we're in warrior three. Look forward, bring that left knee forward, interlace your hands onto your left shin. Now take your arms out wide. Take your left knee out wide. Straighten that left leg. You bring it in. Take it behind you. Now you're going to slowly lower your hands onto the mat. Take your left leg back. So your left heel on that block. Take your arms up. Open up your chest, we're in warrior two. So your left foot should be parallel with that block. Straighten your right leg, we're in triangle. Left arm over your head. Back up to the sky. You bend your right knee as you lower your hands either side of your right foot. You lift your left heel, left toes on the block, left, so both basically back and downward dog. Look forward. Left foot forward. Keep your right toes on the block, arms up. Chest to your thighs, lift your right leg up behind you, warrior three. Arms behind you, nice and slow. Lift your chest. Take hold of your right shin. Interlace your fingers. Now take it wide. Left arm. Straighten your right leg. Bring it back in. Slowly take it all the way back. You lower your hands as you bring your right heel onto that block. Lift your arms up as you open to warrior two. So now your right foot should be parallel with that block. Straighten your left leg, we're in triangle. Right arm up, stretch it over your head. Back up to the sky. Look to your left leg as you start to bend your left knee, lower your hands down either side of your left foot. Left leg back, right leg, both toes on that block. Lower to plank. Lower your right knee onto the mat. Lift your left leg up behind you. Lower your left toes back. Back up to downward dog. Lower the plank. This time left knee down. Lift your right leg up. Right toes back on the block. Back up to downward dog. Let's do another set. Right foot forward. Take your arms up. Warrior three. So you lift your left leg, arms behind you. Lift your left knee, take hold of that left shin. Open it wide, right arm. Straighten that left leg, both arms wide. Take it back in, take it behind you. Lower your hands. Lower that left heel on the block. Take your arms up. We're in warrior two. Yes, we're in triangle. Left arm over your head. Back up to the sky. This time we're going to come back out to warrior two. Let's reverse the warrior. Back to warrior two. Bring your left arm forward, lower your hands onto the mat. You lift your left heel. Right toes back on the block, left toes on the block. Left foot forward this time. Take your arms up. When warrior three, you lift your right leg up behind you, arms behind you. You lift your right knee as you take hold of your right shin, interlace your fingers. Take it wide. Straighten. Bring it back in. Take it behind you. You lower your hands. Right heel back. Take your arms up. Be open to warrior two. We're in triangle. Right arm over your head. Back up to the sky, come back up to warrior two. Let's reverse it. Back to warrior two. Bring your right arm forward, lower your hands. Lift that right heel. Left toes back on the block, right toes on the block, you're in downward. Lower to plank. Lower your right knee. Lift your left leg up behind you. Lower your left toes back on the block, back onto downward dog. Lower to plank. Left knee down. Right leg up. Right toes down. Back onto downward dog. Look forward, slight bend your knees. You're going to step or jump halfway up your mat. Take hold of your strap. Open up your feet. So your feet are hip width apart. Keep your knees bent. Tuck your tailbone under as you start to lift your hips and come into chair pose. Take your arms up and hold. 3, 2, 1. Straighten your legs. Lift your heels. Press your shoulders down. Lower your heels. Take your arms to the right, to the center, and to the left. Back to center. Lift your right knee. Place that strap underneath your right foot. Straighten your right leg. Out in front. Take hold of that strap in your right hand, both hands. Sorry, one hand. Take your right leg wide. Brilliant. You're going to bend that right knee. Now you're going to lower that right foot down, so hold on to that strap as you lift your left leg up. Left arm up to the side. Lower your left leg. Bring your right foot in. Release your strap. You take your arms up. Lift your left knee. Bring the strap underneath the left foot. As you straighten your left leg out in front. Take hold of that strap in your left hand as you take it wide, right arm wide. Bend your left knee as you lower your left leg down. Lift your right leg up. Right arm up. And release. Bring your left foot in. Now keep your left foot on the strap and place your right foot on the strap. So both feet are on the strap. You bring your elbows in. You're in that squat. You squat, tap your elbows and your thighs. Straighten. Chest forward, arms behind you. You bend, bring your elbows in. Take it back. And bring it in. One more time. Bring it in, just hold. We're just gonna do little squats, squat lower and lift. And just lowering your hips. And up. Lower and up. Lower and up. Lower. Straighten your legs. Release your strap. And just bring that strap to the top of your mat. You lower your hands down, walk your feet back. Toes back onto your block. You lower to plank. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower your right knee. Lower your left knee. Hips back, chest and your thighs, forehead in. Come up to hands and knees. Cross your ankles. Bring your hands back behind you as you bring your hips onto the mat. And just remove that block and place that block out in front of you. You bring your hips onto the mat. Now, you're going to bring your feet onto that block. Bring your back onto the mat. You come into bridge pose. Arms either side of your body, palms facing up. And try and bring your shoulders onto the mat so your chest is slightly elevated. When you lift your hips, you press your feet onto that block. And lower. And lift. You lower. When you lift, you press the shoulders down onto the mat. You lower. Now, I want you to take hold of that strap. You have to come up. Bring your feet back onto the block. We're going to add our strap into this move. So you hold either end of the strap, arms up to the sky. Then you lift your hips. You lower your hips, you take hold of take your strap underneath your right foot, you straighten your right leg up to the sky. Now same thing again, you're going to lift your hips. As you lift your hips, you're going to pull onto that strap. So you lift your hips, pull the strap, lower the hips. So you should feel that strap to the back of your right leg. You lift, flex your right foot, and lower. One more time, lift. And lift. Now bring your left foot into the strap and lower your right foot down. So your right knee should be bent. Flex your left foot. You lift your hips, then you pull onto that strap. And lower. You lift. And lower. You lift. And lower. Release your strap, both feet on the block. Take your arms up. You lift your hips. This time you lower and you bring both feet into your strap. Stretch your legs up. Flex your feet. Now keep your feet into that strap as you bring your feet onto the block. So basically you've got the strap on the block and your feet on the block. Have your arms either side of your body, elbows down, fists up. And you're going to, when you lift your hips, you're going to press your feet onto that block and see if you can start to bring your fists towards your body. So it's like you're adding on a bicep curl. You lower your hips. You bring your hands back to central position. So you lift and you lower. you lift, you lower, you lift and hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips, release your stride, bring your knees onto your chest, hands on your shin, cross your ankles, roll up to sitting. Just move that block away, move the strap away, hands on the mat. Let's come into a low squat, heels in, toes out. You just place the block to the top of your mat. Just place your hands on the block. Shoulders inside your knees. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Now take your hands either side of the block. You should bring your hips onto the mat. Take your arms out in front of you. Knees together. So you should be in boat pose. Knees bent or straight. Then just hold for 3, 2, 1. Now bend your knees, both knees. You're going to straighten out that left leg. Just bring that block to your chest. Rotate to the right. Swap legs. You rotate to the left, point your toes. To the right. To the left. To the right. And left. Right. Left. Now come to center and hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring the soles of your feet together. Keep it lifted, hold. For 3, 2, 1. Lower your feet. Soles of your feet are still together. Bring your elbows just inside your knees as you press that block together in your hands and hold. For 3, 2, 1. Let's still hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold a bit more. We want to work on those hips. For 3, 2, 1. Last 3. Now release the block. Cross your ankles. Hands up on the mat. You lift your hips. Going down your dog. Lower to plank. Lower your knees on top of your toes. Hips back, chest to thigh. Forehead down. Come up to hands and knees. Slide your left knee in between your hands as you move that left foot away from your groin, and you slide your right leg back. You lower your chest, forehead onto the mat. Lift your forehead and your chest, straighten your arms. You lower that left hip down. So that left foot now should be in your groin, right leg away. You come to side leg stretch. Take your arms up. Bring your right hand to your right toes, left arm over. For 3, 2, 1. Bring both hands back to the top of the mat as you lift your hip. Back up to downward dog. Right knee now in between your hands as you lower your left foot, that right foot away from your groin. As you lower your chest, lower your forehead onto the mat. You lift your forehead, straighten your arms. You lower your right hip down. Slide your left leg, so your left toes up to the sky, right foot in your groin. Take your arms up. Left hand to your left toes, right arm over your head. Bring both hands up on the mat. Back up to downward dog. Lower to plank. Back up to downward dog. Lower to plank. Lower your knees or your chest. Upward dog. Downward dog. Look forward. Step or jump forward. Take a seat. Cross your ankles. Back of your hand on your knees, palms facing up, chin to chest. Take your arms out in front of you, interlace the fingers, round your back, chin to chest. Straighten your back, take your arms up. Lower. Take it up. Right arm to the right side of your body. Take your left arm over your head. See if you can bring your right forearm down. Then take your left arm up, wrap your left arm around your back as you bring your right hand to your left knee and twist over your left shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Come to center, round your back, take your arms out in front of you, interlace your fingers, chin to chest. Arms up. Lower your left arm down, right arm over your head. Left forearm down if possible. Take your right arm out, wrap around your back, round your waist. Left hand to your right knee this time, look over your right shoulder. Come to center. Take your arms out in front of you, interlace your fingers, round your back again, chin to chin. Straighten your back, take your arms up. Round your back. Arms up. Bring your hands to prayer. You lower your thumbs to your forehead, look out to your toes. Slide your lips. Look out to your arms. Slide onto your breastbone, take a bow. Look out to you. May the light to me, the light to you. Namaste.